Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Dragon's Lair. My name is Brent. Um, Today we're going to be looking at some books. I went down to Lewisburg, PA. They have some flea markets and stuff down there. Silver Moon's the one, I believe it's called. And then they have another one called Street of Shops, which is just, they're both basically just vendors set up and stuff like that. But when I went to Silver Moon, there's actually a guy that's set up with comics in there. He's got basically two booths. The one he actually sits at, and the other one you have to pay at a different spot. But I stopped in there. Nothing is in order in this place. Super cool to dig through the books if you don't mind digging through books. But I mean, it's just a mix match of everything. And I got a stack of books off them, which I'm just excited about. If you don't know, I am going for certain runs, like all the Guru runs, all the G.I. Joe runs. That's what I was mostly looking for while I was there. But he absolutely had no G.I. Joe in any of those boxes. I dug through all of them. As kind of did it as fast as I could because I didn't want to waste all my time just at the comic spot there. But I did get lucky and find some Gru. He came up to me and he said, "Hey, everything that's got a white tag is 50% off." So I got this whole stack, I think, for like $22. So I was pretty excited over that. And the main reason I was excited because as digging through the boxes, one of the first books I found that I wanted was actually Gru the Wanderer #1 from Marvel/Epic Comics. So tickled to death to get this. Battle in that glare. Absolutely love it. Sergio Aragones, one of my, probably, I won't say my favorite artist, but he's up there as one of my favorites. I've always loved his artwork. I've always loved his stories. So I am just beyond tickled to death to finally have that in my collection. It's not like a super expensive book or anything. I think it's only worth like $12 or something like that. But it's in my collection now, so I'm pretty darn happy. Then I also got another Gru the Wanderer #4 from Marvel/Epic. Very, very cool. If you don't know who Gru is, he's basically like a Conan type character. He's flubs everything up he does, but he never loses a fight. Everything always goes wrong, and usually there's a moral at the end of the story. So very, very cool with those two books. I think those were the only two Gru books I got on the whole day, but I was super excited for that. Then I also got X-Men dogs are playing back there. X-Men number 166 from Marvel Comics, double-sized issue. Very, very cool. Absolutely love it. Love the cover. You don't know I'm a huge X-Men fan, so... Really? Couldn't play? They're back here. Riley and Lily are back here playing with each other, so... Next up, we have Obnoxio the Clown versus the X-Men, #1 from Marvel Comics. Hiya, kids. What's yellow and black? And don't breathe no more. Very, very cool. I've seen quite a few people showing this off lately, so that was very cool. I think I had that as a kid, but I don't really remember. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men #308 from Marvel. Mixed Blessings, a turning point in the lives of the X-Men. Very, very cool. He had some more X-Men books there, and I'm probably going to make a trip down again, maybe in end of March, April, somewhere in there. Maybe I'll get some more if they're still, hopefully they're still 50% off, because I'll take a little extra cash with me and buy a whole bunch. Next up, we have the Uncanny X-Men #309, the secret chapter of Professor Xavier's life. Memory Most Bitter. Very, very cool. These comics are like minty, actually, as Aaron would say. They're minty. Very minty. And we also have #310, Cable Cyclops, Alone Against the Executioner. Very, very cool. That's a John Romita Jr. cover right there, actually. I didn't look at the other ones to see who did them. But very, very cool. And then I also picked up a couple of older books. I'm a sucker for like the cartoon stuff, that I watched as a kid. But we have the Pink Panther. I have no idea what number it is. It's from number 65. I see it now. Kind of wrote small there. From Gold Key, 1979. Very, very cool. Looks pretty clean. The only problem is the staples kind of, I don't know if you can see it, the staple's not on the spine. Don't knock the books over, pup. My dogs are back here playing, getting rowdy. But that was the only flaw I could really see from the outside. But very, very cool book nonetheless. I do like Pink Panther. And then we also got Beetle Bailey number 2 from Harvey's Classics. Love me a little Beetle Bailey. Can't go wrong with Beetle Bailey in my opinion. Very, very cool. That's all I got actually at the Silver Dollar. Or Silver Moon rather. But I went over to the street of shops. And I think they have like, I don't know, 400 or 500 vendors in there. And a lot of it's like arts and crafts and stuff like that. And it's just like, who cares about that garbage? But I did go through the bins in there. And I got, some of them are 50 cent. I should have sorted these out ahead of time. Some of them are out of 50 cent bins. So we got this whole stack right here out of the 50 cent bins, which we'll get into. And then there's another vendor in there that had some bins that was, a lot of the stuff was $1, but some of the books weren't. They were, $2, $3, $4. But first up, we got some G.I. Joe, which this is the only G.I. Joe I found on the day. I found 3 of them, I think. 3 that I didn't have. We got G.I. Joe number 1 from Image. Very, very cool. I did not have that book, so I'm happy with that. Probably read that right directly here. We also have a G.I. Joe Valor versus Venom. I don't see a number on it. Probably is a number on there. Sorry about the glare. So that is pretty cool. Add that to the collection. And we got G.I. Joe number 3 from IDW, the Crown Jewel of the Hasbro Universe. Another book I did not have. That was only $1, so I pretty much grabbed all the G.I. Joes they had there. And then I also got out of those bins that were, mostly $1. I got the Mighty Thor number 263. Marvel, very, very cool looking cover. Absolutely love that cover, actually. Nice little 30 center for all you fans of the older books. I loved it. Great book in my opinion to pick up. For $1, can't complain. I won't say it's in the best shape. I mean, you can see it's got like maybe you can see it. It's got like a little fold on it right there. But for how old it is, I'm not going to complain at all. That is awesome. But now we'll get into this whole stack of 50 centers we got, and we're just going to run through these. I'm not going to go too long on this, but first up we got Excalibur number 38, Waging War with the Avengers West Coast. Very, very cool. I do like Excalibur. We have X Factor number 89 from Marvel. Some of these books I wasn't sure if I had, but for 50 cents I was like, well, I'll just take a chance. And if I already have them, somebody's probably going to get them. Neighbor kids maybe, or somebody. I got some buddies at work that are starting to get into comics a little bit more. So next up we have the West Coast Avengers number 32. We have one of my favorite TV shows, if not my favorite TV show ever. We have Grimm number 5 from Dynamite. I wasn't sure if I had this, but I also got a buddy that's a big fan of the TV show Grimm, so I figured why not, 50 cents. Next up we have Captain America. I'm not seeing a number. I'm not seeing a number anywhere. Maybe it might be under the sticker there, I don't know. But we have Captain America something. Very, very cool. We like Cappy here. Next up we have Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing and Human Torch number 1. It says 1-2. I don't know why it says 1-2. Very, very cool nonetheless. Next up is X-Man number 58, In the Clutches of Threnody. I don't know much about X-Man. I don't think I've ever read X-Man. I want to say, isn't he like Cyclops' son or something maybe? I don't know. Don't ask me. Not sure. Like I said, I've never read X-Man. I've never read a single X-Man. Next up, we have Cable #1. I'm a fan of Cable, so that is pretty cool. We have X Factor #98. We have the Uncanny Avengers Standoff #8. Or case #8. I think it's #8. It says case #8, so I'm guessing that's issue #8. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I guess. Next up is the Mighty Captain Marvel #3. Glare off that. Some of these bags are giving off a terrible glare. We have another X-Man #30. Like I said, I don't really know much about X-Man. Next up is Storm #1 of 6 from Marvel. I'm a big fan of Storm. We have the X-Men #46. Very, very cool looking cover. We have Alpha Flight #55 from Marvel. Another cool looking cover. We have another Storm #7. Very cool. We have the New Mutants. I don't know what number. Might be under the sticker. Maybe. Like I said, there's a sticker on there. The sale price is at 50 cents and stuff, but I don't see a number on it, so we'll just say it's New Mutants. New Mutants Saga, actually. Next up is New Mutants #4 from Marvel. Another cool looking cover. We have Excalibur #76. Another Uncanny Avengers #13. Very, very cool. Sorry about the glare again. Next we have Steel Sterling #7 from Archie Adventure series. I don't know anything about this, but I thought the cover looked kind of cool. I thought this dude right here, the skull looking dude, looked kind of neat. Very cool. Next up is Indestructible Hulk #9. We got another X-Man #21. We have a Namor Annual #1. Namor the Submariner. Nice little thickie there. Riley, don't start. Next up is Cable #36, A Prayer for the Dying. Very cool. X-Men Gold #5. See, some of these bags just give off such terrible glare. We have all new X-Men #40, which is cool because I do have quite a few of the books in this run. I think I've read the first 10 and then I'm missing like 11 and 12 or something like that. So I want to get all the books and get them all read, so that is pretty cool to find that one. 50 cents nonetheless. Next up we have X-Men #42. Andy Kubert? Hubert? I don't know. I think I hear that name mentioned quite a bit. I watch a lot of these channels like Higgy Pop and Psychotronic Squirt Gun and Metarog and Swagda, and they're always mentioning these artists and stuff like that, and it's like I don't even know half of them. I know some of them, so I'm trying to learn it all. If you don't know your comic stuff, just start watching some of these channels, and man, you'd be surprised how much you learn off these guys. Next up, we have Classic X-Men #26. A very cool looking cover. Got my man on there. Of course, the back's pretty cool looking too. Very, very neat. Next up is X-Force #46. Battle of the Mimic. I've never heard of the Mimic. That is pretty cool. Next up is Wolverine #314. My man Wolverine. Got a little puppy fight going on here. Next up is A-Force Civil War II #9, I believe. Kind of neat looking cover. Not sure what that creature's supposed to be, but it is kind of cool looking. Kind of neat. Digging it. Got 3 more books here and we'll be done. Next up is... Stop. My goodness. Next up is Wolverine and the X-Men number 33. They're just playing. Don't think they're fighting. They're just playing. You know how dogs are. Next up is X Factor number 110, Invasion, guest starring Lila Cheney. Very, very cool. And last but not least, we have the new Avengers number 14, Civil War 2. I don't know, Lily's scratching at the bed for some reason. Don't ask me why she's doing it. But that's it for my haul from Street of Shops and Silver Moon. Super excited to get them Gru books, so it's definitely going to be a fun run to do. I know the last few books in the original Gru run of Marvel are short printed, so they're a little bit more, but that's okay. It's going to be fun trying to hunt them down and try to complete that run. So just super stoked with what I got there. I'm sure you can see some of my dogs in the background. Maya sitting back here, Kira. They're all in here being butt heads. Huh? You gonna be on the camera? Gonna be in the video? Here it's mostly Lily and Riley. Lily and Riley are being butt heads. They're playing. Huh? No? Well, whatever. But hope you guys liked what you saw. Like I said, I was super stoked to get some of these books in my collection today. And definitely got some cool stuff to read. You know, check out. And if it's stuff I've already got, like I said, I'm just gonna probably give it to neighbor kids or a couple of the guys I work with that are starting to get into comics and stuff like that. Which I don't mind helping people out. You know, it's getting them into reading and stuff like that. So it is super, super cool. So hope you guys liked what you saw. Like, comment, subscribe. It's all cool. It's all good. Thanks for watching, guys.